Life is good, 13. 13 love to y'all. You are creation, 13. Today I want to talk to you about living from your heart, your will and intent. I've talked about this many times, and this has been something that has really been shining through this, what, April, I think? Yeah, April something. I don't know what day it is. But it's really been shining through. Um, People have been living and shining from their hearts. I mean, literally, their will and intent is shining and reflecting it. And you can see where people are at. Whether they're run by old programs, like TV, like the news and stuff like that. Uh, Distractions have been, I've been noticing distractions as well with people. And just really seeing people shine and reflect on their heart a lot more. And my will and intent has been shining through to people in a very positive way. And what the energy is coming through has been truly amazing. I'm going to talk about this in another video, but I've been really getting a visualization of these energy waves that are coming through, because we've been, at least for me, I've been experiencing some major shifts, like huge shifts have um, happened through April. And it started like at the end of March, but humongous shifts have been happening, and it's um, all positive, all um, love. Like it's sending codes to your soul matrix, to your heart. That's really what I've been experiencing. And I've been seeing visualizations of rainbow skies, and the codes that I receive are rainbow spirals. Literally, I receive rainbow spirals entering through my being, entering through my heart chakra, and just circle around, just spiraling through, becoming rainbow beings. And a rainbow being, at least from my understandings, is um, becoming whole again, reaching that destination. I want to talk about that in just a second about that. But yeah, we're in the beginning stages of becoming a rainbow being, which is amazing, really is amazing. Anyways, getting back to the heart and what I've been experiencing, everything is starting to be made known with people. Like, you can literally go to someone and sense them. Sense if they're at a high vibration, low vibration, um, and just where they're at. You know, psychic abilities are starting to become kind of just a normal thing now, at least from my experience, anyways. And that can go with, sensing people's vibrations. Another thing that came into play here is the higher aspect and the lower aspect. I've been discovering this as well, and learning what this "I am you, you are me" concept is, and it's a good concept, but it's misunderstood, because "I am you, you are me" means, what role are we playing at that time when you're talking with somebody? What role are you playing? Are you the higher aspect of them, or are you the lower aspect? And this is something you need to truly discover when you are linking with somebody. Because a lot of times people's egos can come into play, and they can be so wrapped up in their own truths that they harden their heart. So you can't discover on who is a higher aspect and who is a lower aspect. But if you're fully aware of and living by your heart, you're going to discover who is a higher and who is a lower. And if you discover you're the lower aspect, you need to listen to that person that's talking to you. You may not accept or what's that word? Agree. There we go. Agree with what they say, but still listen. Still listen because that message that person could be telling you could come in handy later on your path. And there's a person that came on my path again that really allowed me to see this lower and higher aspect of self, and become aware of this. It's even is happening where I live at as well. It's just seeing people's repeated cycles and realizing that they're on my path again. Accept them for where they're at, but give them what they need to hear. Whether they want to listen to it or not, that's their choice. But it gives a lower aspect to somebody a second chance to look at a higher aspect of what they can be, or what they need to pay attention to. Because some of the people that have come on my path, either they don't know how to step their game up or how to break through the barriers that life brings them, that they can be stuck in a lower aspect. And sometimes people will think they're in a higher aspect when they're really just stuck in their own truths and not willing to listen to anybody. When you're not willing to listen to anybody, that is a sign that you have a hardened heart. That you have a hardened heart. It can also be called selfish, and you're just not willing to grow and develop your heart, grow and develop your soul. And you will find quite a few people like that. And it can be frustrating at times, but you just have to plant that seed for them. And later on, they'll think of you and go, that person really had stuff I really need to listen to. Eventually it will come to them, and sometimes it's too late, and they just will totally miss the message. And when that happens, that message will be repeated to them. And you only have so many chances until you just fall deep within yourself and trapped inside yourself. And so you don't want to do that. You want to to all aspects of things. And that's where you truly know that people are living by their heart, when they're willing to listen. And arguments may come, disagreements may come, but you want to embrace them because you're actually learning from each other. And like I said, you have to have the lower aspect and higher aspect in play, and then also become aware, because when you're having a conversation, you may be the higher aspect at the time and they may be the lower, but it can reverse itself. So as the conversation goes on, you may become the lower aspect and they become the higher aspect, and that's something you need to become aware of. So hold on a second. I'll let my light shine. Oh yeah, one of the things is, if you really want to know if people's lights are shining, like their aura is shining, check this out. See? There is no reflection, okay? There's no reflection, but if I shine myself a little, see? That's my light shining. And you're going to see this with a lot of people. Their lights are going to start shining bright more and more through these videos. So if you think it's just a light reflection, it's actually your essence that's shining through the camera. And I want to make that known because I've watched some people's videos and their light shines through. Their field shines through here. So become aware of that, because those are the people that have a high vibration and have a I don't know what to say. It's a very beautiful thing. So anyways, getting back to the heart. Don't remember where I was at. And distractions happen. Maybe I should talk about that right now. Oh yeah, I was talking about lower and higher aspect. Yeah. You know, if you shift into the lower aspect and then you have a higher aspect talking to you, you need to also listen. You know, just listen back and forth and share a lower and higher aspect with each other, so you can learn and grow with each other. That's very important. And this helps you learn and grow with each other and start shining your light back and forth. It's very important to discover this. And I haven't really heard anybody really talk about it, so I thought I would bring that up. Really look about that and think about that. And another thing to be aware of is distractions. And that's something that I've been really focusing on too. Hold on a second.
Daddy, I stepped on the grass.
All right.
It tickles.
So another thing that I've been really aware of, because my vibration has been rising really high, and I've been really trying to pay attention to distractions, because I've reached a higher state before, and I got so wound up in distractions that it lowered my vibration. But I embraced it as well. I talked about that in one of my previous videos. I embraced it and I learned and grew from it, because I was aware that distractions are going to keep coming on your path. So when you become aware of the distractions, or made aware of the distractions, you know, you can stop and say, hey, that's a distraction. Why is this distraction here? And what can I do with it? Because there's so many distractions that keep you on your path. And I made a beautiful video before this one, but it got messed up with the quality. And I'm going to try to cut this video short because I don't want this video to mess up again. But one of the key things that I talked about is this whole mission, this whole thing is you as an individual filling in all the pieces of the puzzle for you. I talked about this before, and how all of our aspects of what we need is spread out through this world, spread out through the constant stream. And I'm going to talk about that in another video, but it's up to you to collect and remember who you are and become whole again, become that rainbow being again. So, yes, you can come outside. Alright, see, distractions. This little guy. I keep my cats indoors so nothing happens to him, but I'll let him come outside here and there. always been kind of honored to do. So, anyways, say hi. This is one of my brothers. Also, could have been one of my brothers in my Laren lifetime as well. So, because I've always been linked with cats. Just the whole cat heritage. Lions, just all the cats. But anyways, focusing on where distractions. There's so many ones that play that keep you from becoming whole again. Because as we've been going through this transformation and becoming aware of we're going through change, there's distractions. Whether it be from disclosure to waiting for ships to come, ET, extraterrestrial being made public, changing government, waiting for the government to fall, change money. I'm here to save the world concept. Lots of distractions. Lots of distractions. And it really keeps you and your focus from staying within. Like I said, everything comes within, and what is within reflects without. So if you're distracted outside yourself, which is the distractions, you focus what's really important, which is within. And another thing that I want to clear up, this video's getting long, is this world is going to transform based upon your will and intent of your heart. And nothing's going to get destroyed. I'm going to go ahead and make a video about that. But nothing's going to get destroyed. The world is going to change and transform based upon your path and timing. But anyways, the main focus is the heart. This video's getting long, so the main focus is the heart. Don't get distracted. Live by your will and intent, and shine from your will and intent. Don't get distracted by your own truths. Always look beyond. There's a reason why I always say always look beyond. Because just because you discover something does not mean it's it. You always want to look beyond. I encourage you guys to look into this higher and lower aspect of selves as you communicate with people, whether it's online, whether it's just work environment, whatever. View and observe on who is the higher aspect and who is the lower aspect, and always come from your heart, come from your will and intent, and just keep shining your light. Always, shine your light, because you don't need a sun. See the sun's away. You can shine your light, and it will be reflected to everyone. So always keep that in mind. But anyways, live by this. Live by your heart. Let your soulmate just fly. Let that rainbow vibration shine through you, because we are transforming into something truly beautiful and amazing. So anyways, I'll go ahead and end on this. Hopefully this video works. Brother says bye. I'll say bye.
By what?
Alright, anyways, I love y'all very much. 13 love y'all. Namaste, Laketch. Got questions, let me know.
Bye, you guys.
We'll talk to you in a little bit.